Hello everyone, it's Moonkin FW again, back with another episode of the RCT3 Coaster Challenge. This episode we're tackling the Virginia Reel, which is a pretty compact, pretty simple roller coaster. So this one is probably pretty simple, it's not going to take a lot of time. So yeah, don't expect a super crazy build, but still I'm going to do something kind of nice towards it. So yeah, the Virginia Reel is basically one that is a wooden coaster. It has these cars that kind of turn around or spin around, basically. That's the word I was looking for. So it's going to be mostly focused on that element where, it has simple kind of, simple drops, simple turns and everything. And it's all about that spinning sensation, if you will, which I'm not a fan of. And it's going to be pretty dizzying, the POV, I imagine. Still, I'm going to try and make a decent looking track here with some nice drops. Luckily, the Virginia Reel in RC3, you can actually make gentle turns. So turns that go up and turns that go down. So that's pretty cool. Now, because I was able to select carts differently, and these are barrels, these wooden barrel style carts, I was actually thinking about making some sort of a Caribbean style Virginia Reel. And you'll see that as we go along. So first of all, I'm going to, encircle this area where the coaster is with this Caribbean castle wall, or this Caribbean fortress, not a castle, but a fortress wall basically. And then inside I'm going to do a little bit of theming. So I want maybe some buildings, some palm trees, maybe some different texture, and stuff like that, just to spice it up a little bit, because else this is going to be a very, very quick episode. Which is the nature of the game with these, with these kind of, I'm not sure what to call them, these very compact coasters, like the wooden Wild Mouse, the wooden Wild Mine, the spinning Wild Mouse and all that. They're just not going to be super, super amazing in terms of the design itself. So here I'm just going to add a sort of like a bamboo style building. And then, of course, here where I have a little bit of room, again, I'm going to add a little bit of theming here and there where possible. Again, I don't have much wiggle room or room to play with, but I still try to add a little bit of theming here and there, so it's at least a little bit more special than normal. So I'm, of course, going to complete the castle wall here and make sure that there's room for the entrance there. And I'm going to add some cannons on the top of the wall. I think that looks pretty cool. So we're going to do that all the way around this kind of area, all around this fortress, if you will, where there's going to be a bunch of cannons to protect us from, I don't know what to protect us from. Basically just for the theming. So there we go, that is done. So now we can move on to a few more buildings. I'm going to add just a few small buildings here and there, just to spice it up a little bit, because again, there's not much room to do anything else. But to add to the whole tropical Caribbean theme, we're just adding some bamboo buildings here and there. So that is now done, and now we can move on to just some texture, some sand texture, and then last but not least, as always with this tropical Caribbean theme, we add some palm trees because they look amazing and they add so much flavor to the ride. And I think that's it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Virginia Reel. It's a pretty quick episode, but again, you can't do much with this roller coaster unless you make something super crazily themed. But again, I think this is pretty good for what it is, if I say so myself. So there you go. That is the finished product. It's a nice little compact ride, and I think it packs a decent punch. And I think because this is a spinning coaster, what I will do, I'll give you one POV where we're just spinning around, like what it's actually like. And I'll do one POV where it's fixed, so you can see the front of the track, so you can see the layout a bit better. So we're starting off with the spinning POV, and this is going to be pretty wild, I assume. Again, these types of rides in real life, I really, really suck at them. You'll not make me happy if you invite me to go on a spinning Wild Mouse or Virginia Reel. I'm just going to be so sick in one go, and that'll be my entire day ruined. So here we go, we're going over the track. It's also kind of difficult to see where you're going because we're spinning around. And normally, of course, if you would ride this, you would, of course, look around with your neck, of course, and you'd still be able to track look at the track quite well. I could do that if I'm just moving around the mouse and everything, but since we're doing a second POV where you're actually able to look where you're going, I was like, yeah, it's fine. So here we go, final section of the track. Oh my god, that's very nauseating. This is making me sick. There we go. I like this POV a bit more. So here we go. There we go. Oh, actually I forgot to. Let me just put it on day mode again. Sorry about that. There we go. Let's go back to the... There we go. Yes. Okay. right, here we go, about to drop down. Nice, there we go. So we're able to follow the track. I think it actually looks quite nice. It's very Virginia vintage style track. You know, it's all wood. It doesn't have any like crazy steel structures or anything. It's just all wood. It's crazy, you know. I love these gentle turns, by the way. It's really cool we're able to use this. There we go, getting a decent amount of speed, a little bit of air time, I guess, just a little bit. So he's slowly turn our way around. Another gentle turn here. Yeah, I actually really like this. It's very compact. It packs a decent punch. It's fun to ride. I like the theme too. It's really cool that I was able to use barrel-shaped cars. That's kind of cool. A little bit of airtime there and into the final break into the station. There we go. And that's pretty much it for the Virginia reel. There's not much else to talk about it. I think it's a nice little design. Hope you guys liked it as well. And yeah, it's a simple design, but I think it's quite effective, and it does the Virginia reel at least some justice, if I say so myself. So I'm just gonna go ahead and name this the Pirates Cove. I know it was just a random name I thought of. Let me just go ahead and save it, and that'll be it for this episode. So as always, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll be back pretty soon, but until then, have yourself a wonderful day.